Look, I've been voting for 64 years. Never really wanted to talk about it very much.
Have you ever been approached to get involved in politics?
But do it right now.
Oh, you are? Yeah. Here we go. All right.
No, I was just kidding about it.
That was Harrison Ford on Jimmy Kimmel Live 3 weeks ago. And today, Harrison is not kidding around anymore.
I'm Harrison Ford, doing something I never thought I'd do. Telling people I've never met who I'm voting for and why I think they might do the same. This election, I'm casting my ballot for Kamala Harris.
Yeah, I said last week that Leonardo DiCaprio coming out in support of Kamala was huge. But I mean, Harrison Ford speaking out 3 days to go, or I guess 4 days technically to go, for the U.S. presidential election. The force is huge with this one.
It's Hannah.
Come here, Hannah. Shake my hand. How you doing?
Good.
And bring everybody back together.
And that's exactly how I feel.
That's what I'm doing, man.
Okay, you have to stay in touch with me, okay? I'm very serious about that.
Love to.
Okay.
Do I agree with every one of their policies? Of course not. Do I think they're perfect? Come on, for crying out loud, they're people just like you and me. But these two people believe in the rule of law. They believe in science. They believe that when you govern, you do so for all Americans. They believe that we are in this together. These are ideas I believe in. These are people I can get behind.
And this endorsement is really going to get under Donald Trump's orange skin. Because in 2015, Donald told the New York Times that his favorite movie president was Harrison Ford on the plane. That would be 1997's Air Force One.
Get off my plane.
I love Harrison Ford, and not just because he rents my properties, he stood up for America.
He was a fan of you. That,
Something tells me Harrison is no longer renting Trump properties.
It's a movie.
and he liked the way...
It was a movie.
Back in 2015, on Studio 10, Harrison responded to Trump's praise of him.
It's not like this in real life. But how would you know?
Yeah, now in 2024, with the prospect of another Trump presidency, remember that kidding around that I said that Harrison wasn't doing anymore?
But when dozens of former members of the Trump administration are sounding alarms, saying, for God's sake, don't do this again, you have to pay attention. They're telling us something important. These aren't soft people. They're governors, generals, standing up against the leader of the party they spent their lives advocating for. For many of them, this will be the first time they've ever voted for someone who doesn't have an R next to their name, because they know this really matters. He spent 4 years turning us against each other while embracing dictators and tyrants around the world.
And the actor who has famous one-liners for days, get off my plane, I hate snakes. I know. Remember that one? Yeah. It's not the years, it's the mileage. Well, he's got something to say about Trump's.
We don't need to make America great again. Come on. We are great.
I've always been in politics. We're all in politics.
Are we?
We should be. We have to be.
And that's the same sentiment of Harrison's opening voiceover line for a separate Kamala campaign video released today.
Everyone is political. We don't have a choice because we all live together in this big, crazy system.
So Harrison takes part in 3 separate Kamala campaign videos released today. And yeah, I tried to get a handle on the reach of these things already in 8 hours. And yeah, we're into the 10, 20, 30 million, 40 million reach for these things in 8 hours. It's incredible.
The truth is this: Kamala Harris will protect your right to disagree with her about policies or ideas. And then, as we have done for centuries, we'll debate them, we'll work on them together, and we'll move forward.
Because it's critical.
If you're still on the fence, here's a good thing to look at. Who's trying to scare you into voting for them? Who's trying to make you look at your neighbors with anger, suspicion, hatred? He demands unquestioning loyalty, says he wants revenge. And our votes will determine if this is a country that looks forward, towards optimism and ideals, or we just keep rubbing salt in each other's wounds. That's not who we are.
And there's some really important decisions to be made.
What we need is to work together again. What we need is a president who works for all of us and who is encouraging you to build something with the people around you. I'm Harrison Ford. I've got one vote, same as anyone else, and I'm going to use it to move forward. I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris.
Now that was great. Even brought a few tears to my eyes when I first watched it. Yeah, come on, America. Come on, America. We're counting on you.
It's about saving the world.
That's.
Yeah, what do you think of Harrison being a different type of hero for the first time in his life this time around?